advised that subject is very likely armed. Subject by the name of Bravo 40 to 42. I want to point out the guy that's got the gun. He is moving over towards his vehicle right now.
Why don't you go ahead and continue on 1045 for Victor 2, code 4.
This intersection used to be known as Crack Corner. It was located on a stretch along 29th that at one time was one of the most notorious streets in Tucson. For years, criminals would set up shop in nearby apartments. At one complex, drug dealers would sell their products by staging regular get-togethers at these tennis courts.
It was known as a drug bazaar. It was open drug sales from daylight to after. Anybody from any part of the community, the word was out on the street that they could come down to this area and in that particular spot on that property and buy any type of narcotic drug that they wanted to.
It's probably one of the worst in Tucson. It was one of the worst in Tucson. The crime rate was very high, a lot of gang activity. It was a very scary place to be.
But the situation has changed dramatically at this complex, as well as most of the others in the area. Many of the crime problems have disappeared. Area property managers deserve much of the credit as they formed their own support group, the 29th Street Coalition. Members of this group now work together to coordinate anti-crime efforts in the neighborhood. This approach has worked so well, it's now become an official program of the Tucson Police Department called the Crime-Free Multi-Housing Program. It's aimed at eliminating drug dealing and other illegal activity on rental properties, something very important in a city like Tucson where half the population lives in these types of communities.
That's, I think, a key point in this program is that with as many people living in rental housing as they do, if we can cut the crime in rental housing, that's going to cut the crime citywide overall.
Unfortunately, what happens in LA seems to filter through Phoenix and come down to Tucson.
The program takes a multifaceted approach towards crime prevention. It starts with the training of property managers, teaching them about the latest trends in criminal activity, including that of local gang members.
But I can tell you, the 1,800 we have identified, I would say we probably have 3 times that many gang members in Tucson. That's where you come in as multi-housing. Bloods and Crips like to set up shops in multi-housing.
In these workshops, managers are taught the importance of thoroughly screening prospective tenants.
We're targeting criminals and criminal activity. The background checks are going to do one thing and one thing only. That's going to help the management people screen the people coming into their property legally and effectively.
The messages delivered during the sessions seem to be getting through.
It makes you really wake up. You know, it makes you know that you can go in your house and close the door, but you have to come outside sooner or later, so it's out there, and it makes you really want to get involved. I feel I have better weapons. I don't know if I would really say confident, but I think I'm armed a little better now.
It's a self-closing gate. Closes automatically when people come. It automatically locks, which is real good, so only people who are supposed to be in here can get in here. You don't have
The crime-free multi-housing approach also includes on-site visits by police. Officers teach managers how to make their properties more secure.
Check the door. We make sure that it's solid construction. Okay, we look at the deadbolt. It turns appropriately like it's supposed to, so it can't be wrenched off. We make sure we check the deadbolt lock itself from the behind. We make sure that the throw is at least the 1 inch that we require on that. Then we come and we look at the peephole to make sure that the 180-degree peephole is done. Nope, you're in good shape.
Tenants also play a critical role in the program. They're taught effective neighborhood watch techniques and the importance of acting as the eyes and ears of management and police.
If people out there do something about it, you know, they will actually get a lot of good results. I'm sure of it.
And so what we want to do is help foster that. This is my home. This belongs to me. This is where I go at the end of my day, and I want to be safe, and I want to be able to relax and enjoy things with my family. And that's how we try to approach it as well. That's one of the real good benefits of our program.
a program that appears to be working.
Properties that have been involved in the program have enjoyed upwards of a 67% reduction in burglaries. And some properties have been involved in our program. They've seen an 83% reduction in narcotics-related crime taking place. So those are the kind of numbers that really prove to us that the program is effective and will continue to be effective as long as everybody's working together and committed to the program. If just one part of that circle drops out or doesn't pull their weight in this program, the whole program would fall apart on a particular property.
But at these communities along Columbus Street, that has not yet happened. The area remains calm and under control.
Much better. Much better. I'm not going to say that we don't have problems still, because we do, but not to the extent that we did before. It's something that's been needed here for a long time, a long time.